It's Jean, and I'm here at the 5003 Audie Court, and we're here for our virtual open house today. This is a beautiful home. It is actually 1,894 square feet, so that's 1,894 square feet. It is 3 bedrooms, it is 2 full baths, and it's in this great neighborhood called Eden Glen Estates. So this is Kennedale ISD, and the zip code 76001, City of Arlington. So as you come in, so I just came in the front door. We have a really wide entryway here. So as you can see right here, there's a space for any kind of furniture. The sellers here have this entry area, so you could set up cabinets. You could do a library there almost, a bunch of shelving. So, and it's really tall ceilings here as well. So the ceilings, and then you've got the window above the door. So you've got a lot of a natural light coming in as well. If you can see, I don't know, Sherry, if you can show. Sherry's here with me today, Sherry Arnold from our team.
Hello.
If you can show that archway right there, I think that's really, really pretty cool. And it's got the rounded corners because this house was actually built in 2014. So it's a newer kind of a build home. But here you can see that it's just a really wide entryway. The flooring is ceramic tile. So you can show that, Sherry, and people can see that it's really pretty tile there. Do we have any people that have signed on? Can you see anybody on there yet?
Yes, we got quite a few.
Who's on? Let's do a shout out.
Judy Howerton, Shoemaker, is watching.
Hi, Judy.
And John Humphreys is watching.
Hi, John. I miss you in spin class.
And Jim is watching. And Gilbert.
Yay. Hey, guys.
Bree is watching.
Thank you, Bree. If you guys have any comments or questions as we go through, make sure and put those there on the comments, and then we will respond to those as we walk through the house. So right here to the right, when you come in the door to the right, you have these beautiful French doors. Y'all can see that. So we've got French doors there to bring you into the library study area. These sellers have used this for both an office and then also for the kids. So the kids have some of their toys in here as well. Lots of good light. We've got a big window. And what's really cool, Sherry, I don't know if you can show that across the way, but you're at the end of a street here. And
yeah, we may have to go outside to see that. The glare's kind of on the window.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Well, the good thing about this house is we are in a neighborhood where there's a cul-de-sac, and it's at the end of a street here, and right across the way there's not any houses, it's a park. So there's a lot of green space right there. So y'all come on with me. Do we have any questions yet? You see anybody pop up with anything? Comments?
Not yet, just watching.
All right. Okay. So here in the hallway continues really wide, and then here we have another closet. So this is our storage closet. This is for coats, and we've got a little bit of shelving up here as well. And y'all, this is pretty deep. It's about, I don't know, 3 of my feet deep, and then probably about 4 of my feet wide. So we'll show you the inside of that. And these doors, I don't know if you can see these doors right here with the light, but this is the 2-panel doors, and all of the fixtures are also this brushed nickel. So we've got that. We've got molding, trim work all around the ceiling here as well. And then right here in the hallway, we've got a little niche. There's a little architecture niche. Anybody have any questions yet, Sherry?
Still watching.
Okay.
They've got a lot to look at.
Okay. All right, well, here's the architectural niche here. And then we come in through this entryway, and this goes into the 2 bedrooms. So right here between the 2 bedrooms is a full bath. I'll show you the tile here with this is not one of those set-ins. This is actually ceramic tile that's been tiled around the tub shower enclosure. And again, in here you've got the really tall ceilings, as well as really calm undermount sink here, really calm countertops, and the fixture. And this is 2014, so they're still very updated and very fashionable. Ceramic tile here on the floor as well. So there we go. And then on either side of this bathroom, we have the bedrooms. This one's the little girl's room, and there's a really nice window there for the sunlight to come through. And we have right here the closet. I'm going to show that closet, Sherry. So the closet again, it's probably, I would say that's probably about maybe 5 feet wide, and again about maybe 3 feet deep, and it's just kind of a standard closet. And then I don't know if you guys can see. Did you show can they see the carpet? Sherry, can you show them that?
Sure.
Carpet's in great shape. It's been well taken care of. And in this room as well, you still have the higher ceilings that you don't find in some of the older homes. And then here in the hallway, we have another linen closet. So this is another good storage closet.
Getting a lot of hearts, Jean.
Yay!
People love it.
Yay! It's a beautiful house. And the sellers have great decorating taste. The colors on the wall, you guys can see it. I don't know if you can see the colors, but it's a real, very calm tan kind of builder beige kind of a color. And then you've got in here, this is a little bit of a blue, really light pale blue on the walls in here. And
Lisa Reese says hi, Jean.
hey, Lisa. How are you? This is another closet, and this is for the other bedroom on the other side of the bath. Similar kind of size, about 2 or 3 feet deep and about 5 feet wide as well. It's got lots of different levels in it. And then y'all can see the windows all have 2-inch blinds on them, which is great for easy to keep. And then again, you know, you've got higher ceilings in here, very, very neutral, real soothing blue on the wall. So real easy to work with there. And then we come out here and go back this way towards the front, towards the entrance. And then here's our entry into the kitchen area. And there's a nice, just a beautiful arch here as well that takes you into the kitchen. And of course the kitchen is just a big open space. I'm not sure if you can show, like from over here, how open this is. This is just a really pretty space. You've got a very large breakfast bar. So you could seat probably, I don't know, maybe 6 people there at the breakfast bar if you had to. And then of course you have here in the middle of the kitchen, it's a working island.
Somebody wants to know how much this property is, Jean.
Oh, that's a very good question. So this is listed right now, we got it at $269. So $269. Again, it is a 3-bedroom, 2 full bath. And for y'all that just tuned in with us, we're at 5003 Audie Court. And it's in 76001. And this is Arlington ISD, Arlington City, and then Kennedale ISD. And we're at the end of a cul-de-sac, which is the really cool thing.
They love the shelving.
Yes, the wood shelving, it's just a really, really pretty wood color. I think it's probably, I think it's an ash. And then on top of the shelving as well, we still have trim around the ceiling and lots of room if you wanted to put anything decorative above the shelves. You got a built-in stainless steel microwave. And keep in mind that this property has gas cooking. So this is a gas cooking oven, and a lot of people love that. They really do like to cook with gas. Backsplash, tumbled tile, backsplash that goes with this granite surface. Stainless steel appliances, dishwasher, stainless steel sink as well with fixtures there. And if you can show it, Sherry, this is the skylight that goes right above the kitchen island. So it goes right up straight here, and it's beautiful. It's really, really nice to have this extra sunlight coming in. Now let me show you this pantry's right here, and it's a really deep walk-in kind of a pantry, and it's tall as well. So you could actually add some more shelving in here and really maximize what you could store inside of this pantry. All right. Anybody else have at this point, Sherry?
Shirley's watching.
Hi.
Perry.
Hey, Perry.
And Denise is saying hi to Perry and Eugene.
Yay.
Glad
hey,
to see you both.
Hey, it's good to see you guys. Thank you for joining our luxury tour today. This is our utility. And the utility in here has extra space as well for storage. Plenty of room there. And I'm going to show y'all something that you don't usually see on MLS. So I'm going to show you the inside of the garage. This is something you usually see just when you come out to the house to come to the open house or to come to a showing. We're going to show this. So here's our garage area. These sellers have it really, really neat. As you can tell, the hot water heater's in the corner. Can you get a little picture of that, Sherry, for us? So the water heater's in the corner. It is a gas water heater. So we do have that. And then the garage door, this one has the windows in it so that you still have some natural light inside the garage. And it does have a remote garage door opener. And plenty of room to park 2 cars. The garage measurement is 20 by 18. So it's a 20 by 18 garage. And in this neighborhood, guys, there's a homeowner association, and the HOA dues are $625 a year. So that's a year. So $625 a year. And what that gets you is there's a community pool towards the entrance. There's a gated area as well. There's a park, and there's lots of green space and also walking trails.
They're saying the video is cutting out.
Okay. Let's try, maybe it's the garage. We'll go back in the house and see if that helps it.
Jerry and Alexis.
Hey, Jerry. Hey, Alexis. Let's see if it helps to come in.
Stacy, are you having any trouble with the video? I see that you're watching.
All right. How about that? Hopefully that's going to make the video a little bit better for y'all. So in here we've got, again, these cellars, we have wood floors. So the living space, we've separated that with some wood flooring. And there is a fireplace that is also gas. So the fireplace here has a gas starter. And you could add gas logs if you wanted to add gas logs as well. So that would be easy to make that like no maintenance whatsoever. And then we have a mantle here. These owners have mounted a TV in this location. Great place to use that because you can see it from the kitchen, and you can also see everything that's going on in the living area. So if you've got little kids, you can have them doing homework at the table or playing in here, and you can still see them while you're fixing dinner. Lots of great windows. Here you can see the backyard, and you've got privacy fencing all the way around.
They're saying it was cutting out in the garage, but seems to be better now.
Okay, good. There's a lot of metal in the garage, so maybe that was kind of causing some problem. Here's a great place for a fairly good size dining table. So you can have dining table, breakfast stools here at the breakfast bar, as well as having a dining table that could seat probably, this one seats 6, and you might could even have one that's seated 8 there, and then you could have 5 or 6 people at the bar as well. So there's lots of room for entertaining if you wanted to do that, and then you could also use one of the room up front if you wanted to use that for formal dining if you did more entertaining. So there's that option. The back porch here is covered, so it is a true built-in covered back porch. that goes right off of the breakfast area. And lots of greenery in the back, sprinkler system, and there's it's just a really nice backyard, big size backyard for kids. And we come this way into the master. So in the master bedroom, you've got plenty of room. These are really big pieces of furniture. This is a big chest of drawers.
So somebody's asking Gilbert's asking how many bedrooms?
This property is 3 bedrooms, and it's 2 full baths, the master and then also the guest. But then there's also the office. So we have an additional office that's at the front of the house. And that could also be a dining area if you needed it to be that way. And this master bedroom measures 16 by 12. So it's a 16 by 12 master. Plenty of room for a king size bed if you wanted to have a king size. And then still have room for furniture. We've got, this cellar has a couple of big pieces in here. And then as you walk through.
They love the porch, are excited to see outside when it's time.
Okay, everybody likes the covered porch. That is the added amenity. Again, this is 5003 Audie Court, if you just tuned in with us, and it's in 76001, and it is our. So as you can see in here, this is the master area. You have toilet area here, and just enclosed. So you have a door for the toilet area, and then you done with that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then here is the linen closet area. So this is probably about maybe 2 or 3 feet deep, about 2 feet wide. So it's deep. It's pretty deep, and you could get a lot of storage in there. And there is our. There's a very expensive storage area of toilet paper right there.
Hi, Darlene. Hi, Greg.
Hey guys, glad you joined in with us. Thanks for joining us today. Large tub, big garden tub for you to sit in and soak right by a window, and the window does have that fog on it, so it's got kind of a fog on it so that it's got privacy, as well as you've got the 2-inch blinds there. This is 2 sinks, double sinks here, so you've got the double sinks with either brushed nickel hardware, and then the plumbing hardware is stainless as well. And as you come this direction, you will see here is the shower. And the shower is also tiled, so it is not a set-in, it's actually tiled. And plenty of room in the shower. You can see that you can step in here, and you still have lots of room to stretch out. So you've got lots of room here. And there's a niche with some toiletries here, so you've got a niche for that. And for you people that are really tall, Darlene, I know you're super tall, this goes way up so that you could still have enough room if you were a really tall person for a shower. I know that's a big deal a lot of times in houses, and people look for that. So that's the shower area, and then you've got the tub right here across, and then this is the master closet. And in here, it's a good size as well. So I don't know if you can see, but I'm really stretching out here. Mm-hmm. So it's a good size. You've got room for even, you could make it where there might be a 3rd layer of clothing hanging up here. So there's lots of room in here to really store all of your things that you might have. Yep, this is great. And it's got carpet in the closet as well. So really lots of good light. You know, sometimes closets kind of are dark, so you've got a lot of light with the fluorescents up there. All right, y'all ready to go to the porch?
I think so.
Wait, you have more comments, Sherry?
Connie and Andrea are watching.
Yay, hi guys. Glad to have y'all joining us for our virtual tour today. With the coronavirus, we've begun doing more of these so that it keeps our sellers safe. And it also just lets y'all that are wanting to stay in and stay quarantined and safe, it lets you also still see what we've got for sale and what our sellers are ready to move from. So we're gonna go this way. And we're going back out through the master. And you can see it here. I just love this. The master, you've got all these windows, and you could put a fountain back here. You could do more greenery, a garden, anything like that that you could do back here that would be really pretty to wake up to. Some art. I see a lot of people that have some great art on their fences nowadays. So we're coming back through to the kitchen area and the breakfast area to the back door. Sherry, do we have any other people with comments we need to respond to?
They're just all watching. I think they're in awe.
I think they're in awe. Good. I love it. Okay, so this is our beautiful covered back porch. And the cellars here, they've got enough room for a table, so you got a room to actually eat out here. They've got their grill here as well, so there's plenty of room for that. This is a good sized concrete pour. And then they have also done some stone work to also have places to kind of walk, as well as this area over here. It's a little deceiving because you walk out to the porch and it seems like your yard is small, but because the fence is right here. But over to the right, you're going to see that actually you've got quite a bit of space over here, and that's where the kids usually play. So we had quite the downpour this morning, so it's a little bit kind of mushy out here right now. Sherry's being very bold to take you around the house here. So you can see there's a good space over here. Great space for the kids to play.
Great fence.
A swing set. We've got a good fence. And still quite a lot of privacy. And you can tell it's really quiet.
So nice.
Yeah, it's really quiet here. And mainly because we've got a lot of green space right across the street. You can't see that yet. We're going to show that next. But there's a lot of green space across the street that keeps this part of the neighborhood really quiet. So let's go back in.
I think it would be great for a garden.
I do too. That would be a great place for a garden. I think it would be too. We're a great place for that. I'm seeing lots of sitting out here for coffee in the mornings right now.
Warren's watching, and Phil.
Hey guys!
Miranda.
Miranda, hey! Okay, we're going to go to the front, and we're going to go out the front so I can show you the front yard as well as what's across the street. Hold on, I'm going to close this door real quick. And in this door, I didn't show you this, but in this door you have those blinds that can raise up and lower that are enclosed inside of the door. So that's really a neat benefit as well. Okay, we're going to go up to the front. And walking through, this is the hallway on the other side of the kitchen.
Can you show them again the rounded corners on those?
Yes, absolutely. So here, and then we're going to show that arch. I'm going to show that arch there. So if you'll look at that arch. And you can see that these are all rounded. So this is very much of a new build kind of a look, a newer construction look. And then this is a great arch as well. It's almost a barrel ceiling because it's a really wide arch here. So you almost have a barrel ceiling here. And then here again we have another arch. So as you come in the entry, you see several arches. You see all three. And it's a really nice architectural look. Okay, we're going to come out the front door. And then also here, the arch is still continued here on the ceiling. So you have the same thing here on the entry. And then this is all completely bricked. So all of this around the front porch is all brick. There's not wood. And so that also is a really pretty look. And it is covered, so you have a covered front porch. And then also you'll look at Sherry can show you the garage door. The garage door also has some extra architecture benefit. It's got some detailing that's really nice. And
you can see that. It's kind of glaring.
It's a little hard to see.
Yeah.
Can you show the rock up here? I don't know if you can see
yes.
that. So you've also got the added rock benefit that the
Yeah, that shows well.
builder put in. Good. I'm glad you can see that.
And Ray just came on, and he'd like to know how much.
And again, for y'all that just joined us, we are at 5003 Audie Court, and this is 76001 in Arlington City, and Kennedale ISD.
And because of the sun, they can't see that, but it's beautiful landscaping.
Oh, they can't see it yet. We'll have to get to another angle. And this property is 269. We're listed at 269, 5003 Audie. Again, we have rocks work here, and maybe if you come over here, would it show up the flower beds because they're rock?
Get the shade.
Maybe you can see that we've got a raised rock flower bed in the front. And again, this property has a full sprinkler system. And then here's the side yard in between this property and then the neighbors. So you can see that it starts to angle. So you've got a little bit of a pie shape. So you still have some room here as well if the kids want to do some playing outside. Okay, we're going to try to do all this. Going to glare on you or not.
I don't know, maybe somebody can tell me if you can see that at all, or if it's just a white.
Can you see the Anybody seeing that? So as you can tell, we're at the end of a street. We're in a cul-de-sac area.
Tap the screen. Roxy tells me to tap the screen.
All right, we're having technical difficulties. Please stand by. You've turned
I
it.
turned it around. Watch me.
That's Sherry. There it is.
There it is. Thank you, Roxy.
We're
Appreciate
learning, guys.
that.
We're getting it. Let's walk this way, Sherry. Let's go this way. Show them over here. So you're right around the corner from this green space, and the great thing about this area is that you don't have much traffic here, and you don't have a lot of parking or a lot of cars that are right in front of your house. So this is all green space. You can see there's a pond right there. So you're surrounded by the pond. And then going this way, there's more of the creek. This whole area, and there's a walking trail this way that walks all the way through the neighborhood. There's probably some fish in the little pond over there, maybe some crawdads. All kinds of great stuff for kids to get involved with here in this green space area.
I think the audio's maybe not very good out here.
Oh, we're windy. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So hopefully you guys can see that. And you can see that green space that we just showed. But that's one of the big selling features of this property is that we really do have a lot of green space. And this is a unique place in the neighborhood to be back here in the back of the neighborhood and close to all this area for kids to play in. So again, we're at 5003 Audie Court, and we are in 76001 Arlington. And this is and the price on this property is $269. It is a 3-bedroom and a 2 full bath, and built in 2014. And this neighborhood does have an HOA, and it's $625 a year for the HOA. $18.94 is the square footage on the property, and as you saw, it's got a covered back porch. So again, we have entryway with the ceramic tile. And just as a reminder, to the right here is, when you come in the door, is this office that's got French doors and could also be a playroom for the kids. And if you needed it to be, you could also actually make this into a formal dining if you wanted to have another dining space. I've seen some people make these kinds of rooms into media rooms as well. So you could also have a TV on the wall and maybe a small sofa, and you could have it be a place to watch movies. Any more comments we have there, Sherry, that we need to respond to?
Some people are mentioning how great this location is, and they like your virtual work, Jean.
All right.
You're doing well.
Yay.
And now that we've come back inside, the audio is much better.
Oh, is it better? Okay.
Yes.
I imagine it's pretty windy outside, so I bet that it was really...
We've got some new people. Roxy's. Thank you, Roxy. I appreciate that. She said that it's much better with the sound.
Okay, good. Thank you all for the feedback. We appreciate
Mike's watching, and Greg
Mike.
Bowles.
Hey, Greg.
Jessica.
Jessica, thanks for joining us. Yes, and if you guys have questions, make sure and give us a comment. We'll respond to those. I think we've shown all of the closets and the garage as well. Let me give you a couple of measurements on these rooms. So this office room that you're in right now, so this office is 12 by 12. So 12 feet by 12 here, if that's helpful. And then that master was 16 by 12. And let's go walk to the master again, Sherry. What do you think?
If there's some that have just come on that have specific questions, if you'd like to ask those, we'll get those answered, or rooms that you'd like to see again.
Yeah, absolutely. We can show you anything that you'd like to see again. So as we go through the kitchen to the master, I want to remind you that we have this really neat skylight. So I think this is also something that's kind of unique about the house. That as well as having a center island in a house that's 1,900 square feet. To have a kitchen big enough for an island to work on is a really big kitchen. That's a really good size. And then it opens into the living space. I think almost every buyer that we talk to, Sherry, they want to have this open living space area. It's a big deal for most people.
And still a lot of room to move around this island.
Yeah, definitely. Because I can reach out here and you can see that there's still a lot of room in between here and then the other workspace with the countertop there. Also here, sometimes when you open refrigerators with islands like this, sometimes it almost hits it. And you can see that there's plenty of room here for the fridge to open and you can still get around.
What year was this built?
This is 2014. So this was built in 2014. It's 1896, or 94 is the square footage. This kitchen area, to give you a sense of how big it is, it's 17 by 12. So 17 by 12. So it's a really good size place to work and to cook. And again, we have a gas oven and a gas cooktop. So there's also gas heat and there's gas water heater here.
And you had mentioned an HOA.
Yeah, the HOA, the Homeowner Association, is $625 a year. That includes, there's a community pool up towards the front of the neighborhood. So this neighborhood is right off of Eden Road. If you guys are familiar with 287 down to Eden Road. So it's right off of Eden. And there's also a park and there's a lot of walking trails. So that's all included. And there's also an area that has a fenced, like a gate. And some of the gate maintenance is included with that HOA. This again is Kennedale ISD. So the schools here are Patterson Elementary, and then you've got Kennedale Junior High and Kennedale High School as well. So let's see, what else?
Samantha Bradley says, "Hi, Jean, you're doing fantastic."
Thanks, Samantha. We're learning. We are learning. We're really working to meet this new challenging market of being virtual. So we appreciate y'all's feedback. Oh, the roof on here is 5 years old. It's a 5-year-old roof, so it's fairly new roof as well.
I'd like to see the pantry again. How large is that?
Let's look at this pantry. So the pantry here is, again, really deep. So it goes back, we think that's probably about 4 feet.
Definitely a walk-in.
It's a walk-in pantry. And it's also a really tall pantry. So you can add some extra shelving above if you wanted to do that. So that's a great place to have a lot of storage. And this house has quite a bit of storage. So this is Eden Glen Estates. That is the name of this neighborhood. And a couple of things that the sellers have told us that were upgrades to this property. There is an electrical outlet that has already been installed above the fireplace. So if you want to do what they've done, which is, let's show that, Sherry. If you want to have the TV above the fireplace, then the electrical outlet is there for that already. A lot of times you have to run those electrical outlets, and they're kind of expensive to run those. So that's already there. And then also the stained fence. Not everybody in the neighborhood has a stained fence. And then of course the stonework that we showed earlier in the front yard. That's raised stone flower bed, as well as the stonework that's above the front porch. That was some extra upgrades that the builder did here. And then one more thing to mention is that there is plywood decking above the garage. So there's storage above the garage when you go into the attic. And I guess we can show the garage again. It's just that we may lose video a little bit. So maybe we can just show it through the door. Yeah.
If you'll go in, I'll just stand at the door.
That way.
Because there's some nice storage elements to it.
And of course this is the utility. And then you go from the utility to the garage. And the garage is a really big garage. You've got a gas water heater here as well. And the measurements are 20 by 18. So you've got 20 by 18 on the sides of the garage. Here's your attic pull down. So this is how you get access into the attic. And then again, there's decking up there. So you've got more storage above in the attic. That's something that a lot of homeowners add as well. And that's something you don't have to do on this property. It's already got the storage there. There's quite a bit of shelving in here that the sellers have also installed for extra storage, which I think is amazing. I think that's a really great way to get everything organized. Most garages, and I know that mine is kind of a mess. So more organization we can have in our garages, the better. Let's see. This property would go FHA, conventional, VA, cash of course, so it would go for any of that financing. It's in great condition, so all of that kind of financing would work.
During this time that we're going through now, Jean, what safety precautions are there if they want to come see this house with their realtor?
Yes, if you want to come see the house with your agent. We've had a lot of showings today actually, so we're still getting a lot of activity on the property. We have gloves at the front door, so what we're usually recommending is that the agent put on the gloves and the agent be the one that opens the doors and opens the cabinets and does the touching throughout the house, and then that way the buyers don't have to do that. We also have antibacterial wipes, and we have some spray, and then we also have booties for the shoes. So we have all those things prepared for you, and we're working to leave open when we leave a lot of the doors so that you don't have to touch the knobs so much. So but we're really recommending that everybody use either, we've had people coming in with masks, so if you have your own personal mask, you can wear your mask into a property, and then maybe have your agent use a glove to open things for you throughout the house. So that's a good precaution for not only the sellers, but also for the buyers. I got one of those, I had a very sweet client this morning. We were showing her property, and she brought me one of those, is it called N65 or N95? N95 face mask. So I now have the real deal, so we're all set. Maybe show back porch again?
Sure, it's beautiful.
That's what's really pretty here, is that back porch.
Hi, Lindy. Hi, Erica. Tara. Griselda. I hope I said that right.
Oh, Griselda. Hey, Griselda.
Did I? And Courtney.
Uh-huh. Hey, guys. Thank you for joining us. All right, here's the back porch. And I don't know if you can hear the birds, but we have birds that are singing here.
It's a beautiful spring day.
It's really pretty here. Sherry, see if you can get that picture right there of that big cottonwood tree. So that's just right over the fence. So you've got lots of trees and greenery here. Y'all, there's also a Matterport video in the MLS. We have that link. So if you also want to go through the house in a virtual video yourself, you can do that on the link on our website. And you can see here that this builder also did a lot of venting for the attic, which is really important for helping your roof last longer. So we have a lot of undermount vents underneath the eaves all around this property. And I think one of the things I like so much about this back porch is how much of it is brick. A lot of times on the back of a house, a builder will skimp a little bit and you'll get more wood or the hardy board instead of the brick. And you can see all along the back of this property, this is all brick. The porch is all brick, and even the columns here are brick. A lot of times those are wood and they're not brick. And so this builder has really taken the time and the money and put into this build out so that it's really a higher end kind of a build out. So I love this porch. I think this is really be a great place to hang out. And we also have a couple electrical outlets on the back porch. So if you needed to put a fountain or something like that back here, you can do that, or some special lighting. A lot of people are liking hanging the Edison lights, so that you can do that because you have some electric outlets out here. So you can make it a real hangout place.
Natalie says this is a beautiful house with a nice backyard.
Yes, it is. It is. And the grass is just gorgeous. I mean, you've got a lot of really thick green grass here, so it's really pretty. We'll go through the master again and check that out. Show you a couple of things in the master. And again, we are at 5003 Audie Court, and it's 76001. It's City of Arlington, Kennedale ISD, and it's 1894 square feet. It actually feels bigger than that.
It does.
This property really feels a lot larger than that. I think what makes it helps that is the taller ceilings. So you've got really tall ceilings. You've got a lot of extra trim around the ceilings as well. And that is as well as just the really calm colors in the property. And they're all throughout. I think it helps it really feel large. Real
Flows well.
Yeah.
Are there electrical outlets on the front porch as well?
Yes, there was a couple on the front porch as well.
Yes.
So yeah. You could use that for Christmas lights or something like that, or even if you had an electric weed eater, electric lawnmower or something like that. There's also a lot of electric outlets in the garage. So let's go back here to the master. And this property is listed at $269. So there is not another property that's active and available that's listed in this neighborhood right now. So this is the only property in this neighborhood that is available right now. Properties in this neighborhood sell anywhere from about $220 up to about $290. That's kind of the zone we usually see. And this one's listed at $269. And we think it's a great value for the condition and the location, being at the end of the cul-de-sac, that we just really have a real gem here to sell. So this is a great size master. I think you've got lots of light. You've got not only one window over here, but you have 3 big windows here that you can just wake up to looking outside in the morning. And then, of course, when you get up, in case one of you have to get up before the other, we do have some doors here on the master bath, so you can close this off and not make all the noise that sometimes you make in the morning getting ready while somebody else is sleeping. Is that Siri trying to talk to?
No, that sounded like the doorbell.
Oh, okay. Okay, so then you've got dual sinks here. So we've got 2 sinks here. We may have another showing. I think we may be about to have a showing on the property, so we may need to cut to an end our tour today. Does anybody have any questions? Feel free to send them to me. Again, we're at 5003 Audi, $269 is our price. If you have questions or you want to give us a call, if you'd like to see it, you can give us a call at 817-779. What's our number? 77977.
We don't ever call ourselves.
779-7740. That's our number. So give us a call, and we'll be happy to answer any questions or set up a showing. We think this one's going to go fast. So let us know, and we love y'all's comments, and thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate y'all touring with us.